Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Alright, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. Of course, we're back with another episode of CyberCEO, and we are very lucky to have a very special guest on the show right now. Heather, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we are very, very excited, of course, to get to know you more and how Cyberbackers helped you with your business. So, just for everyone's benefit, just for everyone to know, can you tell us something about yourself, or what is your role in real estate?
Yeah, so I am the broker and owner of the Cane Luxury team. We have about 65 agents here in Naples, Florida. I'm also an owner in the Keller Williams Realty Naples office.
Wow, so a lot of hats that you wear then, Heather. You must be very, very
Yeah,
busy every day.
yeah, I love it though. Wouldn't change it for the world.
All right. So, we already mentioned that you have a cyberbacker supporting you in your business. How long have you been working with one?
I believe we're right at about a year now.
1 year now. So, how's the experience been so far working with your own cyberbacker, Tiffany?
Yeah, Tiffany's been great. She does the inside sales. We use a program called Boomtown. She's her job is to qualify the leads. So if an agent gets a lead and the lead hasn't quite engaged with the agent, her job is to try and get it qualified, to bring it to hot, and then set the appointment for the agent to call the buyer or seller.
Oh, so mostly she burns the phone for you in your business then, is that right?
He does. Yeah, we absolutely leverage her for time for
All
sure.
right, that's good. That's good to hear. So, have you ever experienced working with someone virtually before you had a cyberbacker?
I have not. No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
now what makes this type of a virtual relationship work? What makes it a successful partnership, Hedda?
I think communication, I think Tiffany emails us every day and lets us know what she's accomplished for the day. And so I think it just gives you the clarity to understand that she is working diligently in our systems.
All right, that's good to know. So, really, the communication. How often do you talk or meet with Tiffany?
So I have a director of technology that works with her every morning. So every morning we go through, I believe they speak at 7:30 and goes through exactly who she'll be calling for the day. And so that happens every morning. And then when she's finished, she sends out the reports of what was she accomplished for the day.
Okay, so every day there is, let's say, somewhat of a checkup or expectations of what's gonna happen every day. Now, let me ask, how much time has she saved you and your team ever since you started working with you, Heather?
Yeah, I mean, we have a triple dialer, and so she is calling on average, I would say 200 to 400 people a day, and then having those relationships and setting those appointments. I mean, I know as far as being in real estate, I would love to say that my agents are going to have a triple dialer and call people 2 hours a day, but they just don't. I mean, let's be real. So I don't know like exactly how much time as far as numbers that she saves, but I know what she does is she gives me the confidence and clarity to know that the leads that I'm purchasing and investing in are getting the attention that they need in order to qualify them to a hot lead. And so for me, that just gives me peace of mind to know that I've got another layer of touch in my systems.
And that is your cyberbacker, Tiffany. You already talked about her, of course, burning the phone, setting up appointments for you. What are some of the things, though, that you're considering having her do in the future? Because, of course, you and I both know that her role could still grow, right, in the next few months or the years to come.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I do think I'm going to need more cyber backers. I think that this is just scratching the surface for me as my team grows and as we expand. So I will need additional cyber backers per location. And then I also see, as far as cyber backer helping me with possible recruiting, just to be calling agents in the future. And then I also think that there's a position there in the cyber backer world for listings. So going after expireds, we use a system called Vulcan 7, so really working that database.
Of course, so working that out then. Now, let me ask you a tough question here. What have been some of the challenges that you've had working with Cyberbacker, or let's say opportunities for growth?
Yeah, I think there's a few. I think the biggest challenge that we have is really making sure that she understands the real estate market and how to speak the language, right? I think there's as good as she is, I mean, she's
Mm-hmm.
not a licensed realtor and she's not working in the business. She doesn't know our market. She doesn't know
Mm-hmm.
Naples, Florida. She doesn't know what's going on here in our local market. So if someone asks those questions, she doesn't have an answer for that. And so I think that's our biggest challenge, where if I had one of my agents calling, they would be able to continue that conversation versus waiting to set the appointment.
Right, so more knowledge then. Now, how did you overcome that challenge, that specific challenge?
I right now she's basically just saying, those are good questions for your realtor, and I'll connect you. But as you know, everything's speed to lead, right? So if you have a lead on the phone that's engaging with you, you want to make sure that you provide all of the answers to the questions and try and secure that lead into a client. And so I think that is the biggest challenge we have,
All
is
right,
she
that's
sets an appointment, but then when the appointment is set, the person's like, I don't even know who you're talking about. I
mhm.
didn't even, I didn't. So I think it's sometimes you just have to grab the person right when you have them,
Mhm.
and instead of waiting for the follow up.
As what you mentioned, of course, that's very, very important. Having the right answers over the call, of course. Again, one last thing though, Heather, what advice would you be able to give other business owners just like yourself who are going to be hiring their own cyberbacker?
Yeah. I think what you have to always do is reflect on your business and see where your holes are in your business, right? So see what you're missing and how you can overcome and fill those voids. And I think for me, one of my biggest holes was just making sure that leads that weren't engaging with my agents, that they still got touched. I always tell my agents, leads, especially internet leads, are high hanging fruit. Unless you water them, they're never going to fall. So if you're not going to take the time and energy to do that, which I'm investing a significant amount of money in those leads, you've got to make sure that you have the people, resources, systems, and tools in place. And Cyberbacker has been a great resource to help me make sure that I can turn those nurture leads into hot leads.
Of course, we are very excited, of course, where to see where this partnership would be in the next few months in the years to come. One last thing, I know that Tiffany's listening to us right now. Would you want to give her a quick shout out on the show?
Yeah, thank you, Tiffany, for all that you do. We're super grateful for you.
All right. Again, we are very excited to, of course, where the growth of this partnership would be in the years to come. Heather, thank you very much for being on the show today. Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.